Welcome to Gaza Media Podcast Radio Show, and today is Saturday, July 17, 2021, and I'm Ernest Kumba, and I have the following activities of the Lecudo USA, which is Leban Cultural and Development Organization, a non-profit organization with the 501 status, registered under Internal Revenue Service, IRS. As previously reported, Lecudo USA has a convention on July 30th to 31st, where all Leban people are expected to be present in Maryland. On the line, we have two gentlemen who are in charge of logistics of this particular convention, Mr. Michael Taku and Mr. Awung Fobellah, who will be giving us the information on how the activity will unfold on that day. Yes, Mr. Taku, you are welcome to Gaza Media Radio. Let me start with you. I know this convention has been planned for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. What are Leban people expecting to happen on Friday?
Yes, Ernest, thank you for having me to talk to Leban people and tell them what is going to happen during our convention. It's a 2-day convention, which is Friday and Saturday, as you rightly said. What we have done this year that is different from the other years is that Friday, we are reserving Friday just for cultural activity. On that particular Friday, which is going to be July the 30th, we actually officially will start around 4 o'clock. At that 4 o'clock, there will be barbecue going on. So we have all the meat eaters can come in, and people will be coming from out of town, out of state, and even out of the country. We expect that they will already have been there. So we have some food to eat from 4 to about 6 o'clock. When 6 o'clock comes in, we are now going to start with cultural activity. Everybody who was sitting in the backyard enjoying the barbecue will now get into the hall for cultural activities to start. This is when the cultural subcommittee and the cultural committee of Lecudo have worked so hard with me as the chairperson to come up with cultural activities for that evening. In Leban, every cultural activity and everything starts with a say dance. So the kick-off will be a say. So they will dance and say, after they say, we are going to dance Akoojang, there will be Angu from Wenje, there will be Kang Lecudo, there will be Ngwe, dancing. All these traditional dances will stage. And in between the traditional dances, we are going to get some our local artists to perform. So those artists will interlock between the dances and the next dance to give performance the time to change and continue. So when we start from 6 o'clock, and all these dances, traditional dances, will go on right up to about 11 o'clock that evening. This is a rundown and headlines of what we are inviting people to come and see. And because this is Leban Cultural and Development Association, I believe that we do have a lot of our mothers and fathers here in the United States that will be in at the convention. So I will talk to them in Bangwa. I will be so Mama Mi Uma be for America. English culture as Nasuka. We don't get it anymore. I've been 20 years. Not like you have my lips somewhere. Book was hello, hello, Friday was a year earlier. As the boy is having where basically the body of day, if you were young, body, that will where every every 6 o'clock. Book 1 year, is say a short senior. Hello, but we won't be there. I got a junk. Awung Nkang, Awung Nkwe, Awung Angu, but being over, every single night, tomorrow, Chamberlain, what will I say? You will qualify Nkang or being in a room. I didn't get Fadia, but will draw me, and also, Zali, but it was in West September. My dream, Mamma, you will flay, you will call it Yako, over Fadia, the days up. Uniform gap. This is a work was Evin, my tiny woman, my wife, you offer, but for baby, say, we said, don't say they will jump. Friday war, where will flare the vet, sir.
Okay, okay, Mr. Mike, thank you for that wonderful explanation, for that great detail to our listener, and I hope they are listening to you. And thank you for also speaking in the way the language, so that the parent will be able to understand exactly what you were saying. Okay, Mr. Awung, let me turn over to you. I know Saturday is very congested with so many activities, as we have been reporting on Gaza media, and we understood that the event is going to take place on 13711 Annapolis Road, Bowie, Maryland. So this information has been updated onto the website, where every person will be able to have the address. Okay, let me ask you, Saturday the 31st, which is the big day after the cultural event, as we just listened to Mr. Taku. Can you kindly summarize and break it down to what people should be expecting on Saturday?
Thank you, Mr. Enes. This committee, the Program of Events Committee, is made up of three distinguished sons of the bank. Number one is myself as the chairperson. We have the general chairman of the Convention Organizing Committee, Awung, who has just spoken, and then we have the third person, Pius, who is the president of the UDC branch. You can see that with the diversity of the personality involved, we have considered all factors to make it possible for the Ray Convention to be a distinguished one. First, we have examined, and we were three members who were the last year members of the program committee, and we did some work. That was why they retained us. We consider that for a program to be sustainable in any convention, you must consider the target audience. And we've seen the target audience of this convention, more than 90% are going to be our own brothers from the bank with whom we have grown up, and we have incorporated activities that will keep their spirit up throughout the activities of Saturday. The second factor we consider is the message to be delivered. The theme of the convention this year is the role of Lecudo USA towards reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction in Lebanon. This message has details and what can be done to improve on Lebanon people. We have another message that is coming up from the health panel that will be headed by Dr. Arokesh Larry. And we have another message that will be coming from education headed by Professor Kemichi. These messages are central of attraction at this time for any son and daughter of the bank. And the way they will be disseminated in the form of panel discussion is going to enhance the convention participation by everyone involved.
Yes.
We've also known that many conventions like this often pass with obstacles that make people not to assimilate what the essence of the convention is. And as a result, we know that the most important obstacle that can affect the event on Saturday is the capacity of the hall. In our meeting, we have deliberated and taken into consideration factors that will enhance that more people will be admitted to the hall, like reducing the number of tables to accommodate the participants. Also, time factor is one of the most important things that often delay convention. We took that time factor into consideration, and we have outlined the program in such a way that each event has an allotted time given to it, and we have three moderators that will enhance that the time is followed as provided. In addition to the three moderators, we have a timekeeper. When it is 2 minutes to the end of each speaker, the moderator will announce so that the person will round up, and then at the immediate time, the timekeeper will ring the bell. When the timekeeper rings the bell, the person will have to end at that moment, and the convention will follow, will continue.
Okay, Mr. Awung. Okay, wait, Mr. Awung. Let me. Before we get into some of those details, what time precisely are we starting on Saturday?
Okay, thank you, Mr. MS. The convention is starting on Saturday from 8 a.m. with intercontinental breakfast provided by Lecudo Host Chapter WDC, and this breakfast will serve for 2 hours. During that 2 hours, there will be traditional dances being played, audio, and projected in the hall, so that people can be witnesses and seeing it. And then the convention session has 3 sessions: the morning, the afternoon, and the night event. The activities start at 10 a.m. with introduction of convention moderators. From them, we shall be followed by the opening prayer, Then we normally, whenever we meet like this, there must be libation. That will invoke the spirit of the Lemleba. That will be done. Then the anthem of the land, the USA will be sung. Then the program will be presented. The runner of the program will be presented and adopted. We have some speeches and some remarks that will be made. Fortunately, this year, His Royal High Majesty, the Nyatime of the bank, Atimangwat of the bank, His Royal Majesty Pontem will be participating through live video from Cameroon. We shall listen to him. We have one of his best friends, His Royal Majesty from Fortunato, who will also participate in live, in person, right here in USA. The speaker for the convention team is an erudite speaker who has done so many team presentations, and the people this year will be thrilled by his presentation. We have also panels. The third panel is led by our own distinguished son of the bank, the most renowned grammar school ex-student, Dr. Aroke Hilary, whose record has not been broken for over the years. He has gathered all health professionals in USA from the bank, and they are going to present to us sustainable health challenges and how to overcome them in the bank, and also among the bank children living in USA. We have an emeritus professor of education in the United States, in the name of Professor John Kemsi, who is heading the education committee of Lecudo USA. He has a panel of many educationists who are going to give us a highlight on how we can revamp education in Lebanon.
Okay.
In such a way that our education.
Yeah, sorry. Before we continue, I know Gaza media have been covering some of this story, and one of the issues that came up was fundraising to accomplish some of this project that the CEO has aligned. He has mentioned about rehabilitation of health center, setting up of community schools, setting up of microfinancing assistance to our internally displaced people, and many other projects which actually need money. And I think, as you earlier mentioned, you said there will be the third phase, which will begin to be a gala night. Can you give a little bit of explanation of what is going to happen during that period?
Yes, the gala night is going to be a fundraising gala, and it's mostly going to be coordinated by the fundraising committee. But based on the program we've had, we are coordinating with other subcommittees. It has been revealed from the fundraising subcommittee that there are components that are going to raise funds for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the bank. And the target is about $60,000. And what will happen there is, presently, active funds have been sent out by the fundraising committee to distinguished sons and daughters of the bank and their well-wishers. Also, another fundraising is the GoFundMe that was launched yesterday by the person involved, Dr. Tumbong. And during the fundraising, we have tables that will be on sale already. They are on sale. People will buy tables, and their tables are graded to 3 categories. They will buy the tables, and it's a means of raising funds. And there are some traditional artifacts that the cultural committee have prepared that will be auctioned for sons and daughters of the bank and well-wishers to purchase and use it in dancing, and also put it in their own house as their own artifacts.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Awung.
Let me also add that during the gala dance, there is also Abada competition, which the CEO and the board chair have decided to sponsor. There are prizes for this Abada. So those who are able to dance Abada very well, please register for the Abada dance. Prizes will be given. And also during the gala night, our old show business artist, Minka System, will be performing live. Minka System has said he is going to perform all proceeds that will come towards his performance. He is going to donate it to the cause of Lecudo USA for the education and whatever cause that he is going to suggest. So his performance is free. All those is happening during the gala night. Whereby this making people and appealing to people, please come in the evening, come to contribute, come to donate. Let us help develop the bank. Let us make the bank go ahead. Let our children go to school. Let us have our health center. That is our appeal for all the bank sons and daughters and all our friends. Please come in the evening. Know that you are coming for us. We are raising funds. We are trying to get a target of 60,000. Our appeal to you is get up, come out. Just like I also said before, we know the center my people every move for America. And good as I'm sure, I just go and sure convention over as the ever found the song begin. Mama me, Uma be with back at the swamp. What giving Boja will go to the game where as so most of the center won't go back to Zeli, what in a swamp. We can get a game where Google today, if someone would back the game where ever being a durable body, living, also join the Gala night. We love the fellow Sanka, the Savlon 50, the log all the back, the log all school, the log hospital, every two walk of Botum, being Dalla, one boomabi, when I'm still fences, I will continue, Lord Kuta, but is it shooter. So we still had all some of women jump. No, more about we are calling about. Listen, a food as a usual. Hungry, the way where we were every year, what's up, what is up, and they give it in group while video. I will you go young, I will participate in the video. Listen, what we forgot that young girl as some Malia, she was and I am good in what convention. What's the convention? But how looks away a long way or so much. Very down so my leg. This is a long way. There's everything shame more one word. I never need no more so my leg. You just walk.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much to these gentlemen. We're probably coming to the end of this little interview. Because of the time constraint, I will let you go, but probably if we do have time again, we'll be calling you back, maybe to come here before maybe towards the eve of the convention, maybe to air out anything that you may not have spoken this evening. Again, I want to thank you both for tuning into Gaza Media.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, as you have been listening, this is Gaza Media Radio Podcast Show, and we were listening to the voice of Mr. Michael Taku and Mr. Awung Fobellah, who are the coordinator of the USA, of the Lecudo USA convention, which is coming on the 29th of on the 30th of July and 31st of July. So it is exactly 2 weeks away from now, and they were calling on all about people to converge in Maryland for this wonderful occasion. Until then, we'll see you and have a blessed evening. Bye bye for now.